Namaste, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Phoenix here. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing amazing. Happy Sunday to you all. Happy Sunday. The sun is all about what's conscious, what you can see, your outside reality, things that you've manifested. The sun can also be about your I am presence, right? What resides inside of you. It could be making itself visible to you at this time. Yes, that's it. Yeah. It's making itself visible to you at this time. And so I got a couple of downloads I wanted to share with you all. I got these yesterday. And they are about your personas. And maybe this is the reason you have not been recognizing or seeing your higher self, right? Your I am presence. And so only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All of my readings are timeless. I read for souls. I read on the spiritual level. I don't really get into physical matters unless I am guided by spirit to show you how things may look in your outside reality, so you can draw the spiritual connection, so you can connect the two by seeing it for what it really is and seeing how it's been operating in your life, how it's been playing out in your life. Okay, yeah, excuse me, I ain't really been getting much sleep. You know, the veil is very thin around this time. And so I've been having a lot of communication from the spirit world. And yeah, I don't know how else to say that. It's just what it is, okay? And so we're talking about personas. I did pull some cards on the energy. I'm going to get into that also. And so the personas is what we're talking about today. Thank you, Spirit, for being with us. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I wanted to read the book, the Sorcerer book. Read from the book with the Sorcerer, because the Sorcerer came out, and it was Stargate Heart. And so you guys are at the threshold, like a Stargate, where your heart chakra is unlocking. And this is about generosity, like pouring love into yourself, and what can be preventing you from pouring love into yourself, right? And this is could be a persona, right? And so clarifying persona, we have duality. And so this is seeing things for many, it says many meanings, misunderstandings, right? And so a lot of times we can misunderstand things. We can misunderstand, spirit touching my arm, we can misunderstand life and what it's projecting back to us, right? I'm going to try to give you an example of that. But I'm going to go through the list of personas that I have been aware of, or has been coming to me since yesterday. The persona of needing to have a partner. That's something that has been coming to my awareness. Feeling like I need to be with someone. Feeling like a fiend, but feeling like I need to have an outside connection. And so that's something we all struggle with, because we've been here on this realm many lifetimes. You know, the opposite sex or the same sex, you know, they play a part in human relational matters. So I get it, why that energy can be strong in a lot of us. But what I've been doing is bringing myself back to myself. I've been that version of me that when it starts feeling like it wants to be with someone, I would bring it back home to my heart space. I would often remind myself and ground myself in my truth, right? My truth is, which is, I am whole, I am healthy, I am healed right now, I am everything that I need right now within me, okay? And so that is something that I've been doing. And man, my guys are telling me, like, when we all leave this physical realm, we don't leave with anything. We only just have memories. And if we keep a lot of negative memories with us, sometimes we can be too heavy to transcend back to wholeness, right? You want to bring all of you with you, not just your soul self, right? Not just your I am presence, right? But you want to bring all of you back to source when you leave this physical realm. And when you leave this physical realm, you don't take anyone with you, right? You leave it all behind. But some spirits can get stuck to where they want to hold on to the things of this physical realm. Okay, that was one thing that came up. I want you all to know, Spirit was like about the multi-dimensional of the personas, okay, people make, right? So you have a persona to match every damn thing, whether you want to believe it or not. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm just speaking to your soul self, right? My words are for awakening. They're never for offense. And so you have multi-dimensions to you. All the thoughts that you think, all of the feelings that you feel, the way that you interact with others in your life, that is a persona created for that particular person. I became aware of that after my son had passed away. I had a persona that was taking care of a 17-year-old son, providing for a 17-year-old son, right? And I became aware that that was the reason I attracted the partner that I had at that time into my life, because that version of me was lonely. That version of me was sad because it didn't have anything to take care of, if that makes sense, right? And so that's the reason I attracted the person that I attracted. Okay, I was looking for something to complete, something to validate that version of me that existed, as far as like a mother who was taking care of a 17-year-old son who needed her advice, right? But still didn't listen to their advice, would do their own things. I attracted a person like that in my life, right? And so I'm grateful for that person for showing me that. And there is no ill will on either one of our parts. You know, we understand many lessons in life, and catalysts. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit wants to start calling them catalysts, because had you not had the catalyst that you had, you wouldn't have been able to come out of your illusion. You wouldn't think you've been able to come out of Egypt, right? And so that's very significant. And that, remember, that was the reason Pharaoh let the Israelites go, because, I'm sorry, the Hebrews, I don't know. Look, that Spirit don't even want me to get into that. But that is the reason he let them go, because all of the catalysts that Moses had brought to Pharaoh, right? So that was the one thing that came up. Oh, this was crazy. I was sitting on the patio and I was playing with Raven, and then it was just like birds and bugs and trees, like, just started coming around me. And the download that I got from the tree, it was just like, you're not separate from me. It said that the only thing that separates me from you is the name and your physical body. And I said, holy wow, like, that's amazing. Like, but this, I knew that, right? Like, it's like we know things, but once the energetic shift. Thank you. Now when Archangel Michael is definitely here. The energetic shift, right? It's all about having that energetic shift that will help you to see, to feel, to experience things different, right? So I had that energetic shift with that non-separate from the animals, from the trees. It's just names, like names and the labels we give them that make us feel separate, okay? But we're not separate from it, okay? It's all resides inside of you, okay? And so that was something else that came up. Source is good. Okay, this is something else I want to talk to you all about. The goodness of Source. And so when you see the goodness of Source, you're able to see your life cycles, the people in your life, regardless of their mask, regardless of their persona. You're able to see that little, that source of light within them, right? And so I used to, like, when I first started my awakening, without a teacher or anything, I would ask myself, why are certain people triggering me? And I would look within myself to see why. And it would be revealed to me, like, because it was something about them that I had within me, right? And this was like around 6 years ago. And so I've gained a level of awareness, a level of understanding. And I know that there is no self. I already had that energetic shift, so I understand my telepathic abilities now to know that when people are thinking about me in a certain way, it's not that they're thinking about me in that way. They're thinking about themselves, and I can read their own energy, right? And oftentimes when I get that energy from people, I will just like imagine like a light in their heart space, just radiating outward. That's my way of sending them healing. I don't tell the energy where to go. I just imagine a light in their heart space, and that energy just doing what it needs to do, going where it needs to go. I send love. I send a reminder to their soul self that regardless of your program, you still are source, because you came from source, right? And so that's a healing that I do with a lot of people. Like when I think about people, like when people, think about me, and telepathically I can pick up on what persona has a stronghold over them, and I would just send light. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my timer. I would send light to their heart space. I was just a ball of light. Imagine a ball of light there in their heart space, and just I let it go, and I allow their spirit, their soul to do what it needs to do. Oftentimes, wow, thank you. It's just by you doing that, you are allowing their higher self, their soul self. It's like you're giving them, man, what is that movie, I Am Number 4? When the guy and the girl, that's crazy, spirit. When a guy, when he had like electric abilities, and he would like, the girl would like get a jilt from him to activate more of her, whatever it is that she can do. I can't remember, but that spirit just downloaded that to me. That's wrong. And you all can do that, right? Yes, you can. You have to remember, you are a multi-dimensional being. You're not just your physical self, and that is what my channel is for. I speak to you all, right? To your soul self, that you are remembering who and what you are, so that you can navigate this physical realm as your higher self, right? Because if you know that you are a starseed, light worker, chosen one, earth angel, right? Like earth, why continue to live in this world being average? You're not average, right? Don't forget that, okay? I got talking to my grandkids because I feel it, okay? And so another thing that came up, yeah, the catalysts, right? Whew. The catalysts are presented in your life to provoke change, not karma. Like, it's not about karma. It's not about people being bad, right? Those are just catalysts. And when you can view your past challenges, your past harsh situation as challenges, catalysts, then you're able to let go of that past. You're able to just, when you keep reminding yourself, that energy will soon dissipate, okay? Another thing, the universe is the most high source is non-biased. It doesn't sit on the throne judging nobody. It doesn't care if you man, woman, dog. It does not care. Okay, so that was something that I really do want to talk to you all about. I often say that the universe balances itself because the universe is inside all of us, right? And so that energy balances itself. It operates off of law. And you know, we have those hermetic principles, right? When you are in vibratorial frequency of those hermetic laws, right? You're able to better govern yourself, right? And then the download that came in and it reminded me of it is just like the soul source within you keeps you in alignment to where you're vibrating you're vibrating according to those hermetic principles, right? Those laws, universal laws. So that is the reason we get in contact with our spirit self, right? With our soul self, right? Because it shows us intuition. It navigates us, right? How to stay in tune with the natural laws. Oftentimes I follow the Beatitudes. That's just the way I do it. You all can do it the way you want to do it, but I follow the Beatitudes that helps my soul align with all that is good. That's just the energy that came from me, that Christ consciousness. We all have that within us. I didn't even want to do that because I was going to say its name, Yahusha, right? That is like one of my main guides. That energy resides in, it's like it's my soul self. I don't know how else to say that. It's just, it showed me it. And so I just, that's what works for me, okay? You go with whatever one that works for you, okay? And then we have the internal goodness, right? Exists in everyone, right? Because the universe is good, right? It's not biased, it's just good. What did it say? Created in 7 days and everything was good, right? Because you are inherently good. The universe is inherently good. Everyone is inherently good, right? And so when you can see life through that particular spectrum, you're able to release labels, judgments, criticisms, right? You're able to release it not just from yourself but from others also, right? And that is the grace, right? That is how grace is given unto you, right? And so another thing, I think I told you Tiamat, the primordial mother, she was telling me about how we create personas. I think I told you all about that. Creating a persona according to what you are experiencing now. Okay. So we all have, this is how powerful we are, and we don't even really see it or know it or understand it. We create consciously or unconsciously, whether you are aware of it or not. Your internal world is creating your outside world. That's why it's considered the matrix, right? It is considered the upside down or the inside out, right? My son up, okay? And so it was like how it showed me about how my ear was starting to act up. And then I started creating a whole persona about my ear. Oh, I need to go to the emergency room. It was just like, I'm gonna have to do this, I'm gonna have to do that. And then this great mother, she came to me and she was like, no ma'am. Like, that is how you create personas. And then you prolong a sickness. And then all of a sudden, now your ear is infected. And now you got to do all of the things that you said you was gonna do. Because that is you manifesting that, if that makes sense, right? And it could be in different ways, right? And so that was something that came through. Another thing was coming up was about money. And this is how I've been healing my money issues. I don't even want to call them issues, but we have catalysts in our lives to where we can block ourselves, right? According to if it was given to us or we created it on our own, right? And so with the blocks of money, whatever illusion, okay, or persona that you've created to match how you receive money or how you get money, or same thing, or how you give out money, right? So that there is a persona, right, that is that, right? And so, say for instance, if you have a persona about you that doesn't like spending your money. Money is energy. It likes to be circulated, right? It likes to be sent out for experiences, right? And so what I started doing, instead of thinking that I was like losing out on money or money was becoming less and less for me, I started sending out money with prayers that this money provide them with the experience of their highest good, or this money is for their experiences, right? I started doing that, and that has been bringing my money back to me. It works, okay? Because I always can receive money. It just was about me keeping a constant flow of money. And so I understood that when I would start spending money and money would start going out of my life, I would hyperfixate on, I don't know where I'm gonna get some more money from. I don't know where this money is gonna come from. It's things I need to do, and I didn't get a chance to do it. And so I had that was my persona, right? And so I had to keep telling myself when money goes away, not away because I'm just circulating, right? Energy is everlasting. Energy is abundant, right? And that is what money is, right? It's an experience, just like energy gives you an experience here on this physical realm, right? Money is the energy, right? And so it's everlasting. It's unlimited, right? And so I had to keep telling myself, reminding myself that every time I buy something, every time someone called me and asked me for money, and I would just be like, okay, this is for their experience. I know it will come back to me, and I would just give it to them freely, and then it'll come back some type of way. It may not come back right away, but then I'll just get a big giant lump sum of money from somewhere, and I'll be like, holy crap. Like, whoa. And then things will start happening to where money just is flowing free to me. I just got an email the other day from an old 401k that I didn't even know nothing about. And it told me I had all these thousands of dollars in there. This was Friday. And I was like, oh my God, like, okay, yeah, like, like, yeah, let me borrow against that, because, yeah, like, things like that, money will start appearing to you from out of nowhere, right? Because you're always, it's everlasting, it's abundant, right? So that was something that came up, okay? That's why I don't mind putting up these videos, whether people work with me or not, whether people come to me for healings or whatever. It's like, it doesn't matter. The universe pays me. And so I'm okay with that. Like, it's fine. And so that was something. And every time, whenever you find your way of money spending, however, if it's like hard for you to receive money, right, you will figure out, like, where did you learn it? Who did you pick that up from? Who taught you that? How did you create that for your own self, right? You will find that, and then you will sit with that, right? You will bring awareness to that persona, right? And you will just, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you, right? But that is not who and what you are, right? You have to make sure you separate the persona from your truth, right? That is how you separate it. That's how you clear it from you. You started seeing it as a separate. You start seeing it as maybe a friend who oftentimes would complain about things, and you don't take on their stuff, do you? Exactly. So you look at your personas as a friend who just had a rough life, who experienced life really bad, and you send it so much love, so much empathy, but you don't associate it with it as being yours, because it's not yours. And that's how you handle your personas, right? You started separating them from the other. Just something has been coming to me. The movie The Exorcist, thank you, Spirit. The Exorcist, And so remember when they were exorcising that demon from her and it became separate from her, it showed itself to her, right? It's giving that type of energy. The more you keep doing it, dang, why y'all so close to me? The more you keep doing it, the more you separate it from you, and then you will see it as separate from you, right? You will be able to see it. You can call it by its name, right? You know its name, right? I often say that a lot of these Hollywood shows, they hype up the spiritual realm, but it has some level of truth to it. They have to show you a level of truth, just like with Marvel and, you know, Stan Lee. I fuck with Stan Lee because he knew about the shits, right? He was someone that was able to bring spiritual into the physical. That type of energy is what I've been talking to you all about. That is what you're here to do. You're here to bring some type of spiritual concept, manifest it physically so that people can see it for themselves, right? You have all these directors and things like that. They are very much spiritual. Some of them don't know, some of them do know, right? But they make these movies for you, for the souls that can see. And it said, remember, those who have the eye to see, the ears to hear, let them see. And then a lot of us, we look at movies from a spiritual standpoint and we get it. We just like, holy crap. And because these people know, like, you have The Matrix, you have the Earthing movie, you have a bunch of other, you know, movies you can look at spiritually with your spiritual eyes and listen to with your spiritual eye and your spiritual ears. You can just see it for what it is, right? And that was something that Spirit wanted to talk to you all about. Didn't mean for it to be so long, but it is what it is, right? And then the cards that I pulled was the I Am presence, right? Light body activation, accessing the divine within, right? And then you have this coyote energy, this trickster energy, right? I wanted to read from this book, but this trickster energy is always, it can become very wise also, right? You can learn from it. You don't have to sit in it, right? In essence, the coyote is a symbolizer of the sacred trickster, right? The one who provides detours, right? For growth and understanding by ensuring that things don't go as planned. The coyote brings the energy of divine deception to set you free from the shackles of that which doesn't serve you. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find that the coyote brings you the opposite of what you hope for. The lessons offered by the coyote may at first appear confusing, but they are most sacred and always for your highest good, right? And it said the invitation, it calls, if the coyote calls to you, this is time to pay special attention to detours and disappointments, as they are a true test of faith. You have set your intentions and turned them over to the Great Spirit, yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you are being led off course, off the path leading to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember, this coyote is a sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to, maybe leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to handle what you set in motion. Great growth and understanding comes to you when a coyote calls your name, right? And so pay attention to, you know, the thoughts that you are thinking and things like that. And I wanted to talk about this energy because we have the source around here too, because one day I was I was waking up out of my sleep and my dream was showing me that, like, that inner state when you sleep / awake. I was applying for something, and I don't know, like, something within me, not within me, but like fear-based, because it felt very fear-based. And it was like, oh, if you do that, then this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And I wound up not even applying for it. And so I was just like, and I later realized that that was like ego, that was a persona made up over fear of whatever happened to me, that I brung with me. Like it presented itself like, you can choose this, you can choose this, but I chose the fear, and it didn't turn out. It was a catalyst. And needless to say, that catalyst whooped my ass. And yeah, and so be aware of that from the I am presence and the trickster energy that could be trying to come to you at this time, okay? Electric active power, divine masculine is here. And I was just talking about that, what is that? That I Am number 4 movie, right? About how you get that extra jolt of energy when you experience the truth. Thank you, Spirit, because I was like, what? the truth, your downloads, when they are true, right? You will experience the truth, right? It'll feel expansive. It may feel electric, like exciting electric. Oh my God, like it'll feel like that. But what happened to me, it felt like fear. And I just allowed it to be because I had been living a fearful life of things not working out for me, the best not happening for me because of my life experience. When I say I experienced a lot of not so good things in my life, and I had been living, and it had been showing me that my dreams, and this was like, start having these very vivid dreams like 6 years ago, okay? Probably 7, right after, before my son passed away. Like, I saw him. We were together, and we were in a house, and the next thing, we're on a boat, on a raft, and a huge snake, a white snake, come from out of this house or from underground, and it had a big giant freaking head, and I was trying to run away from it with the pedal, and that motherfucker came and it ate my son, and it swallowed him whole. And then I was screaming and hollering and crying, and then I tried to run away from it, and then that same snake came and ate me. And this was my son who passed away. And like a week later, 7 days later, I kid you not, he wound up getting shot in the chest and died instantly. Like, and I was just like, my dreams have been showing me that, showing me things like that, and I didn't know what it was. I tried to ask like my older sister, but she was like, "Oh, Peaches, it's okay. You know, don't worry about it. He's gonna be okay." But when I woke up, I felt so uneasy. I felt like, oh my God, like I felt that deep sense of dread. And so I've been having dreams like that for a while. Even as a kid, I've always been a dreamer, but that's neither here nor there. You could be that way, okay? This is why I'm talking about this. You may be somebody that's a dreamer, and so Spirit wants you to write down your dreams, write down what you felt, okay? Write that down, how you felt. And I think I have a subscriber, you've been mentioning about dreams also, so write your dreams down. How did they make you feel? What was, even write down the symbolism of it, right? Write down the date, write down the time you woke up, write it down, and just pay attention to your outside reality, or pay attention to the thoughts that you think, right? Oftentimes the dreams can represent energies, right? And so last night I dreamt about my granddaughter, and I dreamt about her channeling. Now I understand that was about my inner child, how I'm able to channel spirits, 3333. And recently I kind of been feeling a little bit fearful into going into a trance state. I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe it's, okay, yeah, it's for me, because I would see, as a kid, I saw like puppetry. That scared me as a kid. Puppetry, puppets, ventriloquism, those things scared me. Dolls, because they used to watch me when I was a kid. And so I will often say like, man, something is possessing that. And my mom would be, oh, that's the devil because you bad as hell. And I would tell her that, like. And so usually like when I'm sitting in mediumship, their energy will come through me, and I will emulate the energy that is presenting itself to me, right? And so recently I've been like, man, like what the, like I've been feeling that. And so my dream last night showed me what I was afraid of, and it was my granddaughter that was channeling spirits And after she got done channeling it, it was just like she wasn't herself anymore. And I was just looking at her like, oh my God, did this spirit not leave your body, right? And it was that, like, that energy of like being possessed. That was still underlying fearful for me. And so when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, so it showed me what I was afraid of, okay? And where was this uneasy feeling coming from all of a sudden, right? And it showed me that, because like I said, when I was a kid, I used to channel spirits. I used to talk, and my mom used to be like, the hell? And she would be like, and I would be telling her things that the spirits tell me. I would do things. They would tell me like do things for people, and I would do them. I would be like, well, why would you do that? And I was like, well, they told me to do it. And then she would just be looking at me like, who told you that? And she would beat the shit out of me. And I was just like, well, the devil told me to do it, because I wanted to stop getting a whooping. So to her, everything was the devil, right? Yes, Mom. I know our film, just telling the story. Mom is here. I don't want her to feel like she knows. Thank you. Dang. Nice how you come through like that. And so she's apologizing. It's okay, Mom. I get it. I definitely get it. Okay, so we have the divine masculine. That is your sacred protector, right? That divine masculine sets up protection for you, right? And so it allows you to be in that protective space, right? So every time you stop this persona of fear, persona of lack, persona of tightness, persona of anything that is not of the light, right? You allow that divine masculine to come in and present itself as protection, because it's like a gatekeeper. It doesn't allow anything to get into you, right? It's always here for your highest good, right? And when I burp like that, I'm releasing energy because I channel, okay? And so and it's like, you see how that, like, I'm just doing it and they're not even aware of it, because it's not what you think. Like I said, they hype up Hollywood, right? And so it's not what you think it is, okay? And so they channel through your nervous system. That's why I put up the videos that I put up talking to you about how your body is the temple, your body is the cure, your body is the key. They use all of you, right? And then one of my subscribers, he spoke about the divine mother, the mother, father, the son, and a daughter. I think I understand what you meant by that. I think you meant like Rhea, Eve's daughter, which is, her name was Rhea. She was placed inside of Eve, and that could be considered, I don't know how to say that, spirit. That can be considered like the divine child, okay? Like the divine child, I don't know, but you know, the feminine of the divine child. You have the masculine of the divine child, and you have the feminine of the divine child. So I get what you were saying. I can't remember your name, but you know who I'm talking about. When you see this, you'll know who I'm talking about. So yeah, thank you for that insight, okay? That's very good of you. And so like I said, like your dreams, like when you see people in your dreams, pay attention to the energy that they represent, because they represent certain energies. Like when I dream about my sisters, I dream about their energy. Like, who are they in my life, right? It's not that anyone is coming against you. I want to make that clear to you. It's about what position, what energy are they representing in your life? I'm sorry, keep doing it. What energy are they representing in your life, right? And so when my older sister show up in my dream, she's representing the energy of home. Like, always go back home. Like, come home to yourself. When my religious sister show up in my dream, she represents devotion. She represents faithfulness. And so when she show up in my dream, that's what she represents. When my other sister Puddin show up in my dream, she represents that childlike state, that full energy, that freedom energy. I'm going to have me some fun and I don't give a damn. She represents that energy, like to go have some fucking fun. And then when my other sister show up in my dream, she represents steadfastness. Like, hold the vision, like keep holding that vision. And so it's that type of energy. You have to look at your surroundings, like tools. Thank you. Thank you. You are creating tools for yourself, right? Symbols, right? 3939 on my timer. So pay attention to that, okay? That's for you, okay? Well, you want to talk about like dream interpretations. And then we have Shambhala initiation. This energy has been out here for a while, right? This is about your heaven on earth, right? This is about being in this world and not of this world, right? Look at that. That is so powerful. This is about you in this world freely being you, operating just like you. You know how children are. They just run around free and open-hearted and just so nice, right? Then you have predators that would try to, but now you're safe, right? You have your safety, right? You know what not to do because of all your catalysts, right? You know how to be safe, right? And so we have deep emotions here. This is something that is being healed within you all at this time. Unknown feelings, past life influences. So if you are feeling, but I'm feeling like you've healed something from this, and you're gonna start remembering what it was like when you was free to be you. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, like you're gonna know. Thank you, Spirit. You're gonna know exactly what it was like. It's like a remembrance. Like, oh, I remember how to do that. I remember how to do that. Yeah. And so we have Stargate Heart chakra opening. We have the Sorcerer, and then we have duality. And this is about seeing your life as like the catalyst. Remember I was talking about the catalyst that we experience in life, the duality of life, right? The life isn't inherently bad. It's just the way you choose to see life, right? The way what you learn from life, right? This can even be you, like the Sorcerer energy was just like if you've been like living out of a space of like holding grudges, not being kind to others and things like that. This Sorcerer energy is about that. Like you thinking about people negatively. You don't want the best for people because you might be jealous, dealing with jealousy and guilt, shame, hurt, defeat, things like that. This is what the Sorcerer energy represents, right? And it's like, this is something that you are releasing or have released from your heart chakra to where you see the goodness and everything. Wow, Spirit, that's what Spirit had me speak about the good. Like the world, the universe is good. It's just that we hold on to, girl, you scared me. We hold on to the things of the past that is kind of like effed us up, right? And so this is what the Sorcerer energy represents. It's like you seeing things for what they really are as catalysts, which is going to open your heart more. It's going to allow you to be generous with pouring love back into yourself, right? Man. And it's going to even allow you to see that the pain and the sorrow and the suffering that you've been through, you're going to see it differently, okay? You're going to bring that love and compassion in yourself. The crows is outside. And so it's like, you know how we can easily sit with compassion and have compassion for ourselves, right? Remember when I say, like, when I see people that is hurting, when I pick up on their hurt and stuff like that, I be so compassionate about it. But when it comes to me sometimes, I be like, okay, bitch, suck that shit up. You'll be all right, right? And it's just like you giving that same, I don't do that shit anymore, trust me. It's like you giving that love back to yourself, you giving that unconditional love back into yourself, you pouring into yourself. And that is going back around to us feeling like we need a mate to love us, to pour into us. No. Okay. It happens like that when you're not looking for someone. My light keep doing it. When you're not looking for someone, then you know, it wind up manifesting for you. So it's giving that type of energy. And then we have the halls of a learning. And it says spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons, right? You're learning about your life lessons, your catalysts, right? Angelic assistance, divine guidance, loving support. And so 4404, your guides could be showing you how to do that. You all can work with the element of water, but they're teaching you how to flow with this new state of being, okay? They're teaching you how to be in the flow state. They're showing you how to navigate yourself. This is going to activate so much healing within you all. Look at this magic of this inner child. And that's so crazy because I'm not surprised by this. Shout out, look at that. to the magic, to this divine feminine energy, this young divine feminine energy, this childlike divine 4444, to the guy who put that what is your name, the son of God, like what I forget it, I'm sorry, but you know what I'm talking about. This is proof for you, right? The healing, right? Man, this is proof, right? What you were talking about. So yeah, and it's going to create so much healing in your life. It's going to allow you to be safe, okay? To allow you to be free, okay? And so these are all energies that reside inside of you, right? You're going to be able to get into your feminine, your younger version of you, your young feminine energy, right? That childlike feminine energy. And then we have friendship. You all could have had imaginary friends as a child that will come and talk to you. I know I did. Especially when I got into play mode. I was just play by myself, and it was like I had kids joining me, playing with me. My nephew, this happens to my nephew. He has a lot of little light spirits around him when he plays, because he loves to play. He's not an only child, but he's the youngest. His oldest brother is like 23 or 24, and my nephew is like 10 or I don't know, 13 or something. He still plays. He's very childlike. He's an ascended master. But friendship, support, fun, unity, play. It's giving this type of energy, right? Even with the angels, okay? You guys' precognition, okay, is activated at this time. You're able to psychic abilities, future visions, right? You can see that. That is available to you all because of the healing that you've done, okay? Serious star blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. And so I'm not surprised by this. As I always say, Seraphim's Gate, we have a lot of angels with you all. Voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support is here. And I often tell you all that that's just what's happening. About like, I forgot, spirit. Your vibration is rising. I wanted to get some cards from Archangel Michael deck. This is time for great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. And this energy has been out here for a while. It's something about the new moon, okay? It is here, okay? And it's like you're being assisted, you know. Oh, I just heard like, man, to redeem. You know those spirits when Ascended Master Yahusha went to descended to the underworld? Change is coming to help redeem the spirits in the underworld. Like, they're here redeeming themselves at this time, okay? I just heard that loud and clear. Regain your focus. Archangel Metatron is here. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. And this is this coyote energy, right? So pay attention to those bullshit personas, those bullshit thoughts, right? Remember to bring it back home. See it as separate. Raven, stop trying to knock stuff down. And then we have no fear, right? So fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. Disquieting feelings, it may be. It's for you empaths out there, not feeling right about something, some fear. Like, pay attention to that coyote trickster energy, okay? And it says, get your power back. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of divine, okay? So take back your freaking power. And I always tell you that, you know, who and what you are. Get down. I'm gonna choke her. Change is coming. Move, girl. You will manifest what you need, okay? So let go of the need to, that energy of, I don't know where it's gonna come from, right? Like, let that stuff go, okay? What else? I wanna get some angel numbers. I'm gonna get out of this energy. Wow, 1111 is here. Wish come true. I'm not surprised by that. Where you go? We have 19 cycles, karmic, catalyst, transformation, balance, influence, power, cycles, change, renewal, okay? Karma is approaching. Let go of the need to control as you cannot force things to change. Embrace the lessons life offers to prevent them from repeating in the future. Make room for new experience and positive transformation in your life, okay? So I don't want to call it karma, as I stated before. I want to call it, thank you, catalyst. You may be going to experience a catalyst. So look at this catalyst from a different perspective. I would definitely be on the lookout for this for me, because, yeah, I definitely want to see it, because I know I'm going to breeze right through it, because that's what I do. Trust the journey, 1010. We just had 1010, right? 0909. This energy is out here. New beginnings, okay? Spiritual awakenings. You guys are going to go through a spiritual awakening, okay? Light up and clarity, 555. Okay, 1515, a big break. This is going to activate something within you all, okay? This is like a big break. 0550, the eye candy. Intuition, creative, aesthetics, expression, networking, harmony, potential, romance. These are the numbers you could be seeing. Okay, cycles are being completed. I don't know what this karmic thing is. Let me see. I kind of was feeling that, but I wasn't, because I don't be, that's why I say I feel like you all are healed from something. And remember, I was talking about deep emotions. This is like some past life energy, okay? We have the Hermit with cycles. When it says karma is approaching, that kind of brought up some fear in me. This could be some fear that you may have manifested, okay? Not that giving and receiving, you not getting back what you put out or something. The scales are being balanced. 6 of Pentacles with the Sun, yeah. Okay, so don't be worrying about that shit. Walk away from whatever illusion, man, is trying to prevent itself to you, to cause you to have these crazy ass thoughts, okay? Crazy ass feelings or emotions that's causing like fighting, okay? Around you. Pay attention and just drop it, okay? Drop it. Just drop it. You could be a Virgo, don't have to be an earth sign. Okay, just drop it. Whenever you feel like inner conflict or inner turmoil coming up, drop it. We have the Page of Swords. What is this? The 2 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Empress. And then I see the Emperor. So there is a divine connection happening, okay? This could be regarding you in a divine connection. You may be wondering if this is going to work out for you. But we have the Emperor. This is a high level connection. Don't allow whatever karmic, I don't want to say catalyst thing that you experienced in the past. Don't allow it to prevent you from delaying yourself. Because the Page of Swords, when I see this, I think about delayed news. Okay, so when I don't allow something of the past to hold you back, okay? Please don't. Please don't allow nothing in the past to stop you from moving forward with some new endeavor, from getting to know your higher self, from trusting your higher self, okay? If this isn't a divine connection, this could be the inner union between your divine masculine and your divine feminine. Please don't allow fear to prevent you from tapping into your source, yourself, okay? If this is what this is. I feel like you all were given a chance before to tap into your soul self, to listen to your intuition or something, but maybe you were afraid because of some old paradigm you were under. But that shit is right. The Page of Wands, right? Good news. Yeah, like, don't allow this confusion, not being that conflict, inner conflict, okay, to stop you, okay? Yeah, the Page of delayed news, ideas, inspiration, planning, protective, okay? Illumination, intuition, inner power, right? So that's what's being presented to you right now. Your illumination, delayed because you may not be sure about it, right? But don't allow it to stop you, okay? But I feel like this is good karma, though. Hangman, suspension, letting go, feeling trapped. I feel like this is good karma. I don't feel like this is bad. It doesn't feel, okay, I guess because nothing is inherently bad, right? So it don't feel like that to me. What is this? Transformation, Spirit. What is this? What is this? The Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. Wounded energy. Look at the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit again, right? And the Nine of Wands. This is wounded warrior. Okay, don't let your wounded self, right, prevent you from this Wheel of Fortune, okay? Yeah, keeping want to carry this around with you. Not forgiving yourself from some past, or not forgiving someone from the past, okay? Release that from you, okay, guys? So that could be something that could be presenting itself to you, the Chariot. And then the Ten of Pentacles. And look. Come on now. You are now free to move around the country. Okay. Do it. Go take care of you. Handle yourself. Okay. And so that was the message. I hope it made sense. I love you all so much. If you need any help, please reach out to me. My email address is in the description. I love you. Bye.